have here with me Miss Doreen, who has been coaching with me since 2020. And you actually, I don't think I told you, Doreen, but did you know that you and Ashley, who's her daughter, and anyone listening, you both signed up with me on the exact same day, only a few years apart.
Did we? What date
Yeah,
was that? That's amazing.
10th of December, so right after your birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. What a coincidence.
That is a huge
Yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah. I remember looking and I was like, the stars are so aligned.
Wow, I love that. Well, she's just bought her Rev Head car as well, so
I know, I saw, I know. For the spoiler, very exciting. And then you were just driving a Mustang this weekend as a little bit of a birthday gift for yourself. How was that?
that's right. That was the best thing I've ever done. And it
Love
just driving around, and it's just what I needed to do, and it's what I will buy at the end of this year or early next year.
that. I love that. I love that.
Blue
Manifesting.
with a blue with some stripe.
You want the racing stripe. I love that. That's so
Yes,
cool. Oh, that's going to be
yes,
awesome. Would you get a
yes.
newer model, or do you think you'd get one that was more like 2022, 2024,
I
or
was going to get a new one. I was going to
yeah,
get a new one, but then Ashley said, you just get one a few years older, and it doesn't cost you as much. So I'm thinking that will be the thing. I don't need brand new, really.
it's yeah, and I think if it's good condition, low enough Ks, and you might get a few modifications on it if it's a second-hand one, so it'll be
That's
even
big.
even louder.
So louder, more zooped up, better
Yeah.
radio.
I love that. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much again for jumping on today. And yeah, we'll just get into, I guess, a few little questions just about your experience with me so far. And for anyone who might be on the fence, wondering, or maybe is coached a long time ago and thinking about coming back. So I really appreciate you doing this for me. So thank you. Now you've rehearsed all of our answers to say I'm the best and nothing else.
That's right.
I'm just kidding. Now, 2020 was obviously a while ago. So we've got to tip back in the memory bank. What were you doing prior to starting with me for your health or coaching?
In all honesty, I probably wasn't doing a lot.
Hmm.
I think it was, so 2020 was, God, what, 6 years ago. So that was when I was, say, 51. Look, back then, I think I was in that zone of drinking, partying. Everything was very different to how it is now. It was just the life that I'd been living. And I think I know I started with you. Did I meet you at the gym?
At the gym, and so we started training. Yeah,
Yeah, at the
at the
gym.
gym, and you had
Yeah,
just decided, I think, that you were not going to drink anymore.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I just thought I just cannot live like this anymore. So I think starting with you was just really good to realize how strong I can get. And look, you know what I'm like. I'm very commitment phobic. I chop and change. My star sign Sagittarius, I am just changing. One minute I'm doing this, next minute I'm doing that. And that's just the way I am. So I quite like the way that you understand that. So if I say I need to change something, you just change it because
Yeah.
that's the way I am.
Mm.
So I think we've come a long way. I feel like I've come a huge way from
Mm.
2020
Yeah.
to now.
Massive. Well, and that's as well, like, I remember when you first sort of made the decision to just tidy up a lot of things, and it was in our very early days coaching, but your consistency, because I think you were maybe doing a handful of classes, but there wasn't a lot of gym consistency. And
No,
it's probably been like literally the last probably 5 years straight, and especially moving to online as well, like every single week without fail, you pretty much get three and sometimes even four training sessions in, depending on what sort of time of the year it is. Like the consistency to show up week in, week out has just been absolutely amazing. And then focusing on your food, you've always eaten quite well. But of course, with your metabolic balance and just feeling so good with the way that you're eating as well, you've had some huge success over the last 12 months with weight loss in particular
Yep.
and doing a photo shoot, which was amazing.
Yes, that's the best thing I've done.
Tell me a little bit more about your experience with your diet last year.
Okay. So I have tried lots of things, like anyone,
We
and of
tried
course,
a lot as
women.
well. Meal
Yeah,
plans, macros.
yeah. The thing is, I know I get bored very quickly, and maybe I wasn't at the right headspace at that time. So it came to last year, beginning of last year, and I've got a friend of mine who was doing metabolic balance as a practitioner, and it was like the last straw. It was like, okay, I'm ready. And maybe I wasn't ready before. Maybe I hadn't seen a photo and gone, holy cow, is that me? So I saw her and I was ready, and she was really good as well because she didn't try to say you have to lose a kilo a week. We did it quite slowly. So I think I lost 10 kilos probably in about 10 months, I'd say 9, 10 months, which was fabulous because I do go out a lot. We've got a big social life. We've got a lot of people that we know. So it's no point saying you cannot go out because it would just kill me. I need to go out. So it was really good doing that. And more, it sort of focused on portion size and looking at, I was eating a lot of too much good food, if you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So so it was the right time. It was putting me in a bit of a structure, and the great thing I loved about it is because I had breakfast to choose from, I had lunches to choose from, I had dinners, I had a whole range of fruit, vegetable, meats, fish, pulses that I could choose from, and I could organise it myself. And I think once I started seeing all the kilos drop down and then looking at myself and going, wow, this is pretty amazing.
Mm.
I feel so good. And look, I've got more energy. I'm a lot more consistent, like at the gym, and I love to go. Like, I think before, probably when we first started and I had decided to stop drinking, I probably didn't go as much, mainly because I was probably hungover, in all
Yeah.
honesty,
Yeah.
too tired. Whereas now it's like a focus to go 3 times a week is a minimum.
Yeah. What's
So,
yeah, you go, sorry.
no, you go.
I was just going to say, what's the difference on the weeks where you have not gone or you've gone towards the end of the week and you've had quite a few days off? What's the difference you notice when you go into those sessions on the weeks where you don't really feel like going in?
Oh, I know. As soon as so I think, oh, I just can't be bothered. I
Mm.
know as soon as I get to the gym
Mm-hmm.
and you see everyone else around you, you've got that new lease of life. And then
Mm.
I go through the program that you've done for me, and I come out going, that was worth it. So
I love
I just know, I know, we all, think sometimes, oh, I don't feel like going today. But as soon as you get there, you feel so much.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I am. And I experience that myself as well. I have so many sessions where I don't want to go in and then I leave and I'm like, oh, thank God I went in.
Yeah, you feel so good. Like, you lifted a little bit more weight, so you've gone a little bit more on the stair climber or whatever it is. And you just, look, I just feel so good.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I get to help facilitate that.
Oh, yes, without a doubt. Yes.
Now, tell me, what was the reason that you decided to start working with me? So, out of the other coaches in the gym, and again,
Yeah.
it's been quite a while, so I don't mind as
Yeah.
well if you don't remember.
No, no, no. I've got very good intuition about people. So when we had met, you were very down to earth, and you haven't paid me. We know that. So you're very down to earth. You're very honest.
Mm.
You're like probably, I guess, a daughter to me as well, but you're very well rounded. You're not like when you're serious, you're serious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you're serious, but you're very good at working around where I was at that moment. I think when we first started, I think you knew it wasn't going to be a breeze, or if you thought so, then you would have gone, this one's going to be a hard one to crack because I know that I'm not a pushover. I have to really decide in my mind that it's a time for me. So I really love that you weren't judgmental, you were just honest, but not brutal in a way. Do you know what I mean? I loved when we were training together. Go just a few more kilos. You could lift this. You can lift this. So you're always encouraging, and yeah, you were just always honest, and you can tell you've got good integrity with people. So that's why I pick you,
Thank you.
and that's why I'm still with you.
Yeah, so many years on. Um, that's awesome. Yeah, it's been really cool. And I think it just took, and I appreciate it a lot more as I've grown as a coach, and been in front of more people. But like working out a plan that you enjoy is better than giving you a plan and being like, why don't you just do it better? Like when you want a new exercise, I'm like, yeah, let's put it in. Like it's water
Yeah.
off a duck's back because I can then pick one that I know you can push yourself with and it's still similar to what we're doing. Or explain like, hey, we sort of need this one in. So it's like, what can we add
Yeah.
in that's fun after? Yeah, just keeping it really personal, for you. I think now I'm a lot better at knowing like, okay, all of this has to change in the next block. And you're also like our communication, you're like, I'm done with this exercise. Like in our text yesterday or today, like I'm done with this, needs to go and it needs to go now. Like that's really beautiful because a lot of people feel like and clients that I speak to feel like they can't talk to their coach or they're scared to say, is it too difficult for me to have a different meal? Is it too difficult for me to have a different exercise? Like they just grind through what they hate doing and ultimately makes it so difficult to stick to. But yeah, you found a really beautiful balance in challenging yourself and pushing, but also being like, you know what, this is no longer fun. Like we need to amp it up, we need to adjust.
That's right. We need to change. And I think it's challenging for me, and I guess challenging for you, knowing, you know my personality. So if I say I need a change, okay, she really needs a change.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
But you don't take it personally. You know what I'm like, and we work through it together.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a joy. Like, I think that's the thing as well. It's no, I don't think you've ever been or had an annoying request. I think there's been like a little bit of friction with food, which again, I think was just trying to find a meal plan and a meal prep system that worked for you to have things organized. But the portions that you followed last year with metabolic balance and seeing that just keeping you empowered and in the driver's seat, I just felt so happy, to just see you smashing it and not feeling so trying to fit yourself into a box. Because I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing is like, you do not put Doreen in a box. Like baby is not going in the corner. No.
No, not at all. And it was good for me to see the combination of the training and the food, that I've just shrunk, but I haven't lost muscle. I'm getting stronger as we've gone. I'm not tired. I've got energy. I'm up at 5:30. I keep going till like 9:30. I am falling asleep, but I'm busy all day. Yeah, so I think it's a really good combination. And just seeing, I know when I'm doing some sort of weights and I look at my arms, I go, "There's a muscle," and I love it.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's what you've built. Like that was one thing as well. I remember there was a point in time, maybe 18 months ago, where you were like, I just want to have like more toned arms. Like I want to be able to have more muscle on my arms, like and enjoy wearing singlets. And you're in a singlet today, which is awesome.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, and you've built that muscle, which is a testament to your hard work and your consistency and your discipline, which is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Tell me, Doreen, what do you think the biggest challenge that you've overcome since being a part of I Am Strength has been? And why was that your big win?
My biggest challenge is probably finding me. I think, in all honesty, it's finding me, finding the real person. I've never been a follower, but I don't think I've ever really known what is important to me. So now I know what's important and what I need to do for me. So I guess, going out with girlfriends, drinking a lot before, I just went along and did it. And I guess initially it was a big thing. You probably remember, instead of going into shouts, I'm just going to have a glass of wine.
Yep.
And and I don't feel guilty about it. And now I'm finding that more and more friends are doing the same thing as me,
Yeah.
which I'm really loving. I'm loving it. You know, it wasn't easy at the beginning, that's for sure, but I feel that I'm a bit of a role model for people as well.
I love that.
What's important. So yeah, finding me, and I don't know if that's an age thing, which I think is part of an age thing, and knowing what's important.
Well, that was something I remember we first started coaching, and you would have been working in corporate, I think. But you did a big full change of studying and traveling overseas and being like, I'm going, like it's just happening.
Yeah,
You took a lot of big leaps to not only find yourself, but also create this self devotion and this self respect and self sort of care where you were like, you know what, no, I'm doing this for me. And you can either support me, you can come with me, or you can wait till I'm back. Like, quite, and it's been so
yeah,
beautiful to watch. Yeah, you are such an inspiration to so many women around you, no doubt. For just again, like, you've got a dream, you've got a goal, and actually being like, I'm going to go out and do that thing. And it's
yeah,
really, really cool.
yeah. And I would never have done that before. I honestly wouldn't have done that. So I'm really proud of everything where I've come to now. And like you said, changing whole career,
Mm,
redoing a whole new Bachelor of Health Science, starting a whole new business, now going back into corporate because, but that was interesting because I had someone do numerology on me, and she had said, and she's a bit of a medium as well, and she said, don't ever feel like you've given up, because what you've done is, even if you see one or two patients a week or
yeah.
clients a week,
Mm.
you are still helping 52 people minimum a year.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah,
So, but
they're your patients, they're your patient clients.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
I love that.
yeah, so I've made some big changes. I went overseas, like you said, God, for 5 weeks on my own, which was
Yeah,
enormous.
I love that. Yeah, and I'm so proud of you as well because again, the woman that came to me and you just decided to stop drinking, we had still there was still some in the really early days, still some times where you did go out and drink a bit more than what you'd wanted to. But yeah, and then yeah, just doing all this stuff for you, it's been so beautiful to watch just over the years because you also it to me from an outside observation, it hasn't come at the cost of people around you feeling like you love them less. I
No,
feel like your ability to fill up your own cup and know that when your own cup is full, that you can give more to those around you and those you love is really cool. And I have a testament because I obviously get to talk to your husband and your daughter with training. So I can confirm everyone's feeling love. It's okay.
well, I think I've got more energy now
Mm,
than what I probably did, well, than what I had before. So now, because I've looked after me and I'm stronger and
mm,
fitter in the mind and body, I
mm,
think I can give more to others. And I think it's great, especially to see my daughters do things. And even though they may not listen to me at that moment in time, I know later on, like seeing Ashley go to the gym
mm,
3, 4 times a week, doing all her food prep, like she's an inspiration to me as well. So, I think it goes both ways, and I think it's good for kids to see their parents, doing what they need to do, but doing it properly instead of, getting drunk or whatever every time, but just being good people.
I love that so much. That's awesome. What now that so last year we did the photo shoot prep, which was amazing. Last year you also got to base camp or just below base camp, and then the weather was bad
Yeah,
at Everest. Hey,
yeah,
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 crazy, just awesome, awesome feat overall.
yeah.
Obviously had great success with your weight loss as well. What are you looking forward to this year? What are you looking forward to now on your horizon?
This year I want to lose a little bit more weight, but I'm going to so I put on a couple of kilos from last year, which is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to drop down to what I was and then go down a bit further, but I'm going to be quite conscious of it. I don't want to get too too thin.
Mm.
But that's something I want to do, not at the expense of not eating and not exercising. So I just want to get stronger, fitter. What else do I want to do? I think I'm going to do probably the photo shoot again this year. I've decided.
Yay, I love that.
Because I know I can get to that next level. I
Mm.
know I can go, get rid of that little belly but just feel more strong. Look, what else am I going to do this year? I want to get another tattoo. That's what I'm going to
Excited.
do this year. I think this year is the year of building financially, building more confidence, building more strength, but really being like over. So I do meditation every day, which comes and goes. But for this, the beginning from 1st of January to the 3rd, I did a insight timer, a challenge and I did that every day because I'm not very good at keeping to things. I do chop and change. So I was really proud that I could go. I can do it something every day without giving up.
I love
So
that.
this year, I know I want to do some art. I bought myself a drawing course. So I'm going to start trying to be a bit more creative and using my time more wisely. That's what I'm going to do.
Awesome. Yeah, more intentional with your time, and I'll be here with you every step of the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. Very exciting. With, I guess, in terms of your health and in terms of sticking to meditation, now the challenge is over. What are you doing there?
I'm still doing it every day. I'm just picking, instead of having a challenge, just picking something, even if it's 5 minutes, even if I know I don't have much time, 5 minutes before I get out of bed is my big thing. I just bought myself an aura ring last year.
Pretty.
So I love it. So that and concentrating on my sleep. That
Yeah.
is probably, which has been good, but just really concentrating on sleep and with my welfare and how I'm feeling the next day so that I can walk, do my training, and get stronger.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.